Hello guys, welcome back. So now here we are in terms of payment, the circle payment terms. So what is the use of payment terms? Now that we know, it is going to be used for what? Due date calculations. Okay, whatever invoices are there, for every invoice, a due date calculations are going to happen automatically. Now, how it is happening? So we have to set up a payment terms, and that need to be assigned to the master data. Since we are in account payable, that is why this right now we can assign to the vendor master. But the same thing is applicable in case of customer also, guys. When we are in account receivable, there also we can use the same payment terms. Okay. So while posting the invoices, we know that we are going to post the invoices against like in AP vendor master. So terms of payments are going to be copied from vendor master directly. Okay. And then what will happen? So based on the conditions we have specified in terms of payment, let's suppose if we say that invoices are going to be due in 30 days, then the status will be visible, right? Whether it is invoices due, not due, overdue, whatever status is there, that is going to be visible. So that is the things. Now here, so I'll just do one thing. Let me know. We'll talk about discount. So I said payment terms means, of course, due date is going to be determined. Even certain vendors, right, to like get the in early payment, let's suppose certain vendors are going to give certain discount options also, right? So they are saying that payment means 30 days due date, right? But they're saying that if you make payment, okay, if you make payment in 20 days, or let's suppose in 15 days, then they're going to offer 5% discount. It means from 0 to 15 days. If we are going to make payment within 15 days, then 5% discount. Okay. So in that case, what is happening? That also can be specified. And different vendor can have different conditions. Somebody will say that in 10 days, if you are going to make payment, we are going to offer you 4% discount. In 12 days, if you make payment, we are going to offer 6% discount. So now you can assume that such kind of multiple conditions will be there, guys. So if there is a question that how many terms of payment we are going to set up, multiple, thousands of terms of payment will be there, right? Because let's suppose in case of normal, we have seen, right? 30 days, 45 days, 15 days, 10 days, 60 days, 90 days, right? Like that. Now here, with discount, if we are going to add, then several terms of payment can be created with discount also, right? So now we'll see that how it is going to be set up with discount. Now, so this is the condition. Okay, so how to set up this discount payment terms in the sense like in 15 days, 5%, and in 30 days, no discount, zero discount, right? So here what will happen, guys? Here the benefit is if the payments are going to be made like early payment, in that case automatic percentage determinations are going to happen, right? No need to remember that 5% is there or 4% is there, whatever the discount percentage is there. If we are eligible for discount, automatically SAP is going to find out the discount percentage and the percentage will be calculated. Okay, so go to OBB8 and here, so we have TM30. If you want to create a different one, you can create, or is if you want to edit the same, you can edit. Now let's suppose this time I'm going to create a TM31. Pretty simple, guys. Now here, so 15 days. Within 15 days, we have 5% discount. And then in 30 days, no discount. And then what will happen? You look at here, the explanations, that is going to be changed. Press enter. So look at here, within 15 days, 5% cash discount and 30 days due date. Okay. So you can copy and you can paste it here, or else, okay. So here complete is not appearing. The reason behind is, I'll give here. Okay. Why? Because look at here, so text field. So length will be certain limitations will be there, like 20 digit, 25 digit, like that. Okay. Now, or else if you want to give your own, like if you want to write that also we can write, there is no any problem. So this is the condition. Now, again, if we talk about this baseline date, so baseline date once again we have to specify, right? Because the question is this 5% discount, so from which date it is going to be? 15 days, let's suppose, or 30 days, from which date it is going to be calculated? Document date or posting date or entry date? So whichever you want, you can select. Okay, and you just save it. You just save it. Now, so here, so this is how we have defined a payment terms. Okay, one more thing we have to add here, guys. What you have to add, I'll show you. Because right now, and this TM31 go to XK02. So if you want to make it default payment terms, then this time I'll be using this vendor. Enter a company code and press enter. So default vendor, if you want to make it default vendor, sorry, default payment terms, you have to assign to the vendor master TM31 and just save it. So this is the vendor. Now, when you go to FP60, you look at here, guys, you guys are going to get one error. First of all, we have to post the invoice. Okay. So say for example, invoice date is like, okay, so I'll give a past date here, like, so 25th of September, and posting date also I'll be keeping the same. Okay, worth of 1000, and here GL account. Okay, look at here, guys, press enter, press enter. Okay, now here payment tab. So our payment terms has been, system has identified TM31 from where? From vendor master, right? Okay. So look at here the benefit of master data. Master data means lots of details are getting copied or system is going to identify from master data. Right now payment terms, later on other details also. Payment method is also going to be determined by system. Bank details are going to be determined by system, right? Reconciliation account we are going to assign to the master data itself. Okay. Now here, if you want to change the payment terms, you can change it. If you keep TM30, it can be. Okay. So here at master data level, if you have given a particular payment term, but later if you want to change the payment terms at the time of transaction posting, you can change also. So whatever payment terms are going to be entered at the time of document posting, guys, that is going to be considered by system as a final one. Okay. That is going to be considered by system as a final payment terms. Press enter here and just save it, post it. Okay. So this one was posted. Now we'll do one thing. So I'll be making payment. So now here, if I make payment in current date, that's 53. So what will happen here? Then so amount, how much amount we are going to make payment? Okay. Now I'll tell you guys. So here within 15 days, isn't it? So within 15 days, if you give 1,000, so it's not like we are eligible for 1,000 only. In the sense we have to make payment 1,000. We are going to get some discount also. You are eligible for discount. Now here, out of 1,000, like let's suppose for 1,000, 5% is 50. That easily we can calculate. But let's suppose if the amount is not in round figure, then how you will come to know how much amount we have to make payment? So simply you can give only one rupees, $1, whatever it is. You can give that, and then here give your vendor master. So here what is happening? It means SAP is going to calculate the final amount, and whatever final amount is there, that you can enter. No need to calculate manually, and no need to keep here manually. So first of all, you press enter here. Okay. So look at here. Now we are eligible for 5% cash discount. That is total 50 rupees out of 1,000, 50 minus. So here we are having amount. Just copy this amount simply. If the amount is in not in round figure, then whatever calculated amount is there, that is going to appear here. You can copy this amount, and again you can click on document overview and double click. So here you can paste it. Okay. So now the amount is appearing here. Okay. Once again you can click here. So now 950. If you want to go back, you can come back here. So now here assign 950, and we have also entered our amount, that is 950 itself. Both are matching. Make sure that the differences must be zero. Okay. Now, where is the problem? There will be a problem. And the problem is, look at here, if you simulate, now there will be error. Account determination is not defined for transaction SKE in chart of account PM22. So what about this error, guys? Account determination, is not what is defined for transaction SKE. Now, With this discount, let's suppose if we talk about accounting entry, what is the accounting entry? Invoice worth of, purchase worth of, let's suppose. So here we are going to make payment. We are having like during invoice, what is the accounting entry? So here our like let's suppose his account is going to be debited worth of 1,000 and vendor account is going to be credited worth of 1,000. While payment guys with discount, what is the accounting entry here? Tell me, someone.
So vendor account debited to cash or bank account. Credit.
Account also will be there into picture. No? If you're going to make payment within 15 days, discount also is there. So with amount you have to say.
Vendor account debited, cash received, cash discount received credited, bank or cash account.
How much amount? Vendor debited how much amount?
Vendor 1,000 and cash discount
Bring certain other responses here through chat box.
Cash
Yeah.
discount will be a 50 rupees
Cash
and
discount.
and 950
and
will
bank, cash or bank.
Oh, now you guys have simple calculations are there, guys, right? It's like what is the 5% of 1,000? That is only what do you say, 50 rupees, right? It should not take much time. Okay. So now here vendor account is going to be worth of 1,000 only. Now here as discount, okay, it's going to be credited. So this is discount receipt, right? 50, and here bank account is going to be credited worth of 950, right? This is what the actual things. Now, so now here vendor account is there, bank account also will be there. What about this cash discount account, right? We don't have any options to specify the cash discount account because we are using FDAS 43, FDAS 53 now. So generally, this cash discount account is going to be triggered by system automatically. Okay. So first of all, what we have to do, we have to create this cash discount account and somewhere you have to assign. Okay. So this time what is happening, guys? If we talk about discount account will be triggered by system automatically. How? So you have to assign somewhere. Automatically in the sense, I told you guys that somewhere like you must have to assign the account, then only system is going to identify it. You double click on this error message. Okay. And look at here. Here also you'll be having options. Proceed. If you click on proceed, your chart of account is, let's suppose TM22. So here we can assign somewhere. We don't have like it is saying it's logged, maybe. So we are having a transaction code also. You come back. I click on proceed, is it logged by someone? Yeah, it is logged by somebody. Okay. Now, so what I'll do now here, first of all, go to SM12, unlock the screen. Okay. Okay. Now here, what we can do, so go to OBXU transaction code and you can assign this here. Give your chart of account and discount GL. Simply you need to click on account. Okay. First of all, we have to save it and then this account is going to appear. This is the one OBXU, or else simple procedure is there, guys. When the error is appearing, right? So as I told you guys that when the error is appearing here, press enter. Okay, come back. So from error also we are having options. Anyone you can use, OBXU you can use, or else if you are not able to, now I'm going to give you 950 because amount we came to know. If you are not able to, what to say, simulate. So here why this error is taking place? Because bank account we have given, vendor account we have given, but discount account SAP is not able to determine the discount account. And discount account supposed to be triggered by SAP automatically. Here we are not going to give discount account manually, right? So discount here you need to double click and then look at here. Here also you are having, you can give your. So again, if you have a look at bottom, OPXU transaction code itself is showing, right? So if you're not able to remember, you can double click on error message and from there also we can proceed further. And if let's suppose this transaction code is not appearing for you people, in that case you need to click here, this is black. Okay. And then look at here, systems, client, user, programs, you need to click on transactions. You need to click here. Then the transaction code will appear. Whichever transaction code I'm going to use, that transaction code at bottom here, it will appear. And for you people also it will appear. Simple procedure. So which account I'm supposed to give here? So guys, now create a GL account. So I'll tell you guys now, if you have to create a GL account, go to FS00. Two things are there. Okay, discount. So discount can be a single GL or it can be like they want to create for vendor discount, that is called discount received, right? It means we are going to receive the discount from vendor. So in that case, if you create a discount received, right? So discount received, that is going to be created under, like income gain, that is your kind of gain, right? And what is happening, guys? Then you have to create a separate GL account for customer also, because in case of customer, we have to give discount because even the similar kind of offers will be there from Tata Motors also to the customers to get the early payment. Okay. So in that case, discount received and discount paid also will be there. Okay. So how many discount GLs are going to be created? Again, that is depends upon client only. They will decide whether single GL is required or two GLs are required, right? If single GL is required, then in the same GL account received, in the sense whatever amount we have received, that also, and payable, whatever paid, that also is going to be. But generally, we'll create two GL account. One is the part of, like one is like here in one GL we are going to whatever the income gain in the sense received, and whatever the payment in the sense if we have to pay, if we have to give discount to the customers. So for that, different that is your kind of expense or loss, you can say. So now this discount receipt supposed to be created under which account group, guys? Someone just tell me. It should be created under,
Revenue and income.
yes, revenue segment, right? So we have given for revenue we have given 3,000 to 3,999. That is the number range for the GL account for revenue. And if you are not able to remember, then what you have to do? OB default transaction code is there, guys. That is very famous. So certain transactions code, as I told you guys, that you have to keep in your mind. It's not like too many transaction codes are there. Very limited number of transaction codes are there. And I hope that you guys must be able to remember those T code. If you are able to remember those T codes, then what is happening, guys? Your steps are going to be, in the sense, your practice is going to be pretty simple. At least enterprise structure, basic setting until GL setting, right? And basic AP setting also. Later on in upcoming session, once again, I'll repeat, guys. Don't worry that what are the things which you must be able to remember. Okay. So if you're able to remember those steps, then your configurations are going to be pretty simple, pretty easy. No need to refer the video every time. No need to refer the documents every time, guys. Isn't it? Now here, so revenue 3,000 to 3,999. So I'm going to give, let's suppose 3,000 to 3,999 means, guys, from this range, any number you can pick up any number. Like let's suppose 3,000. I'm going to use 3,002. It's okay. We can use it. Okay. So it's up to the client, whatever number they want to, like let's suppose a GL need to be created. So they will decide which number is going to be, what should be the GL code, right? So here in case of GL master, if you talk about the number ranges, right? So if you, in case of GL master, what is happening? In the sense, user can decide the number range manually. In case of customer and vendor, what is happening, guys? The numbers are getting generated automatically. There also you'll be having options. This is called like you can say like differences. In customer and vendor also we are having options. Which option, guys? In customer vendor you'll be having options. If you apply a check mark, manual button will be there, guys, if you're able to remember. Then manually also we can decide the number, right? For customer XK N1. So here, look at here. Now, external number, right? External number assignment. Right now it is not getting highlighted, it's okay. But generally when you set up a new number, then look at here, it is highlighted. So if you apply a check mark, externally we have to decide the number range. But in case of customer and vendor, why don't we apply a check mark here? Because several thousand vendors are there, several thousand customers are there, isn't it? So manually, if you are going to decide, okay, what is this vendor number, next vendor number, it is very difficult to remember the sequence. And that too, if a single person is there, then he or she can maintain somewhere in Excel sheet, right? Now there is a team. If you talk about the big organizations, they'll be having 50,000 vendors, 70,000 vendors. A company like Unilever, company like Siemens, right? Since they're having multiple company codes, guys, right? So several thousand vendors will be there, and there'll be like a team will be there. Team in the sense, like if you talk about Siemens, right? That's the first company from where I started my career as a consultant, right? So Siemens is having like there'll be like a complete team will be there for the master data. In that also again further segregations will be there. That this team there'll be, I think, for vendor master only there was a team of 30 people. I think more than 30 people were there. These people used to handle only vendor master. So you can assume how many master data are there. 30 people on regular basis. What is their major activity? They have to set up the new vendors if new vendor creations requests are there, and they have to modify the vendors. Modify the vendor in the sense, let's suppose certain vendor is already set up into SAP. Now what is happening? That vendor has shifted their office from one location to other locations. So the vendor address got changed. Now what is happening? Those people are going to send the request to the master data team that kindly modify your address because now we have shifted from this address to that address. So next time onwards, when our invoices are going to be sent, when these vendors are going to send invoice to, let's suppose Siemens, then what is happening? So in that invoice, a different address will be there. That is the one thing. Now let's suppose what is happening, like if you talk about the purchase department, right? Purchase department of, say for example, if I'm quoting example of Siemens, so Siemens will be also having, like, let's suppose purchase department. So they earlier they have negotiated with the vendor for a payment terms 60 days payment. Now due to circumstances, what is happening? The payment terms are going to be changed from 60. It could be 30 days. Vendor is saying that no, now you have to make payment in 30 days itself, and both party agreed. Then what is happening? The payment terms also supposed to be changed into master data, guys. So again, who is going to change this? Master data team. It's not you people. Consultant will not make any changes here in vendor and customer. Why? Because it's a kind of data entry job. Try to understand. These things are because you must be having a clear understanding. This is just a data entry. Creation of vendor, a kind of data entry. Creation of customer, a kind of data entry work. Modifying the vendor, of course, it is data entry. So that changing the payment terms, it will be done by vendor master team. It is also called vendor management team, right? Or MDM team, master data maintenance team. So whatever the name is there, it's okay. Now, apart from this, multiple other details. Vendor is saying that now earlier, like let's suppose they have given a bank details that is specified in the vendor master. Now what is happening this time? They are saying that now kindly change the bank details in our master data. In the sense, from so and so data onwards, the payment must be made in HSBC instead of Bank of America or instead of ANZ Bank, right? So that also is going to be specified. So that is called modifications are going to be made by vendor master team. So what I'm saying, guys, for customer and vendor, since huge number of customers will be there, huge number of vendors will be there, and there will be a team who is going to maintain customer masters, vendor master, creation request, modification request, right? So daily basis, let's suppose 70, 80 or 100 or 200 vendors are going to be set up into SAP. So in that case, here, if they specify external number, then it is going to create lots of inconsistency. Inconsistency in the sense, correct number sequence is very difficult to follow. So that is why what happened, guys, in case of customer and vendor, you will be having option whether you want. If you want, you can opt for external number assignment. It means manually we can give the number at the time of creation of master data. Or else, if you don't apply a check mark, then automatically system is going to generate the number. So in case of customer and vendor, we don't apply a check mark. Why? Because system is going to generate this number automatically. But I'll tell you guys, in case of GL, what is the difference? So if anybody asks, okay, I think once it was asked earlier. So simply, what is the difference, guys? If any ask, you have to say that here in case of vendor and customers, external or internal, we have choice. But in case of GL, you don't have choice. We don't have choice. It is external number assignment itself by default, right? Internally, we don't have choice and all. GL situation and scenario is different, guys. GL we must have to decide manually itself, and GL master means limited number of GLs are going to be created. Maybe 1000, 2000, right? 1500, 1600, or maybe 3000, depends upon the size of the organizations. But it's not like 50,000 GLs are going to be created. Max to max, let's suppose 2000 GL will be there. or 2500 GL will be there. So very limited number of GLs are there, right? And that is why SAP says that you have to, now here we have to, whatever the number is there, that is going to be decided by users. Okay, let me create it. 3002 this time I'm going to give. Press enter, and this is revenue account. Okay, it is a part of PNL. So here let's suppose. See, I'll tell you guys, whatever the small things I'm explaining, right? These all small things are all together, it is going to create a huge impact, right? Very small things are going to be a reason of your rejections. During interview, what happened? People are not going to rectify your mistake. If you made a mistake, they will not say that you have made a mistake. Here, I'm going to tell you guys that yes, you have made a mistake, but they are not your trainer, right? They are not your faculty. So if you said something, they will simply listen your answer, and if you like have given the wrong answer, which you felt that this is the right answer, right? But they will come to know that this is the wrong answer. Simply they have given the negative marking and they will proceed further. They will not say whether it is right or wrong. So here the candidate assumptions will be like, oh my God, I have given the right answer. That is why interviewer is not saying anything, right? But ultimately, what is happening? Okay, so some noise is coming. Noise is coming. Be on mute. Sonali, I think it is coming from your side. Be on mute. Okay, I'm just muted from my end. Because certain internal communications are happening, guys. So that also will be visible here. Visible in the sense like audible here, right? Okay. Now the discount received. So simply they will not say anything. They have given the negative marks, right? And ultimately, what is happening? Candidate will be rejected, and they will be very much surprised that I have given all the answers correct only, but why they haven't. So you don't know like where you have made the mistake, but ultimately they have already counted this. And okay, so here you can apply a check mark, come down, line item display. Look at here, guys, multiple other fields are also appearing here. So if you want to control these fields, right, this MCA key and then recovery, it is having certain what to say uses, but generally what is happening is joint venture and all this is happening quite differently, which is almost very rarely it is going to be used by us. So what you can do, how to control this, how to control those fields, guys? Someone just tell me where to control if I have to control those fields. How to control the fields of GL master?
Field status
Account
variant
group.
of
Who said field status variant? Who said account group?
Said account group. In account group, I will go in field status variant.
In
Field
account?
status.
no sir, it's account group only. It's master data, right?
Yes, that is what. So Venkatesh, it's you said the field status variant. So that's what I'm saying, you guys, that this is the small mistake, right? Small mistake in the sense like nothing is small or big. It's a mistake. Even if you say field status variant, I'll say it's okay. If I'm, an interviewer, I'll say, okay, it's okay. Now I'm going to proceed further. For the next question, you have made a mistake, but your assumption is that you have given a correct answer. And here what is happening? You got the negative mark. And now I'm going to proceed further and I'll ask the next question. So here the candidates will be, pretty much confident that I have given all the answers I have given correctly, right? But generally it's not like that. So that is why give you a chart of account. So here we are creating GL account under revenue, this one. So here I just go and these things I'm going to make it separate, right? Joint venture, make it suppressed, and rest calculations, make it suppressed. Like that you can control certain fields. Okay, remaining things you can keep as it is. Now if I save it, and then if I come here and once again go to FS00, okay, so now look at here guys, once again create button, and here 3002, press enter, revenue account, cash discount, or we can say like we are creating like discount receipt, account, you can type here, okay, and then come down. So now here those fields were gone, right? Those fields were gone. Now if you want to remove any other field, that is also possible, you can remove. Okay, give here 0001, press enter, and here you can give a field status, that is like G001 itself initially you have to give, guys. And here post automatically, if you're going to apply the different logic, in the sense this cannot be used manually, but generally you can don't use the check mark, so that it can be used manually also. Later if any manual adjustment is required, we can use this discount, just save it. So this GL got created, now here, where is that, somewhere the assignment, it's here, is the assignment, right? I said we need to double click on GL account, or else we have another thing is you're having a transaction code OBXU, and here give you a chart of account, press enter, and whatever the options are appearing right now, it is showing here directly this one, but earlier different option was coming, guys. You need to click on Control S, then this account field will appear. Okay, here 3002 I'm going to assign, save it. Okay, that's it, simple. So this is for cash discount received. Okay, and for this one there is a transaction called SKE. It is called account key or transaction key, whatever you say. Okay, this transaction key also will come into picture, guys. It is having certain logic behind each and every configuration. Certain logics are there, isn't it? What is this transaction key? What is the logic behind it? That also come into picture, guys. That's what I'm saying. Lot more things we have to, you have to study, you have to learn. This is how you guys are going to become a consultant, but it takes time. Different topics will come into picture, and at that point of time, I'll explain the logic behind this one also, but not now. Simple. We have given the GL account here. Now that's it. Come back. Multiple screens I have opened, so let me close certain screens. Okay. Now, so here. So once again, F-53, simply you give this, and 950 directly. Now we came to know amount, so you can give 950, or else, as I said, 1 rupees you can give here, and then also process of an item or press enter, anything. So now here it is fine. You can simulate. So this time, look at here. This is what the exact accounting entry was there that we have. That is appearing, right? So you can post it. Transaction got posted. Now, how many discounts can be specified, guys? So till 2 discounts we can specify here. Okay, till 2 discounts you can specify. There might be questions. What if vendor is offering more discounts? This time, let's suppose instead of this one, vendor is saying like literally this. Vendor is saying that if you make payment in 10 days, okay, 10 days, 2% discount. If you make payment in 20 days, okay, first of all 5%, and then here 2% discount, and in 30 days 0% discount. This is the option. So till 2 discount we can specify. If it is more, we can't. So that is what I'm saying. Like people ask, like, what will happen if the vendor is saying that? What if vendor is offering 3 discounts or 4 discounts? So we have the purchase department. We are having, because vendors means forcefully they are not going to say that this is what the discount conditions. That's what is going to be negotiated initially, right? So purchasing team, purchase department will be there. They will say that we are having SAP here till 2 discounts only we are going to accept. So in that context only they are going to have a discussions and they'll be agreed on this discount. Let's suppose. So what is happening till 2 discounts we can specify here in SAP. Okay. Now, simply so here in 10 days, let's suppose 5% discount. In 20 days, 20 days means what, guys? 20 days means from till till 10th. Till 10th, if we are going to make payment, then 5% we are eligible for 5%. Right? From 11th onwards till 28th, if you make payment in between those days, then 2%. And in 30 days, no discount. Right? And here what will happen, guys? So right now, if you remove these things, I think, then if you press enter, then only it is going to appear. So you have to remove the text from here and then look at here, explanations automatically is appearing. Okay. So within 10 days, 5%, 20 days, 2%, and 30 days. So here now what is happening, guys? 5, sorry, here 10 days, 5%, 20 days, 2% discount. Like that we can specify, right? And if you specify and if you press enter, now what is happening, guys? Look at here. So it got changed here because here also I've specified the same thing. It's okay, that doesn't matter, right? It is here the explanations, if it got changed, it's okay because I have specified different details here, right? So that doesn't matter because it won't be having any impact here, guys, right? It's not like the description change, so here there will be an impact, nothing. Just save it. So same TM31 itself I have modified. Now this time go to FB60. And if you have a look here, if you give this same, let's suppose, or even if you want to post in same date also, it's okay. Now 1000, same 1000. So press enter. If you press enter, look at here now, payment tab. So this is how 10 days, 5%, 20 days, 2%, and 30 days. If we talk about the due date, guys, due date means invoices. Actually, it is going to be due exactly after 30 days itself. These are the 2 additional conditions we have given, that if you make early payment, then you are going to receive certain discount. Okay, but exactly what is the due date? Due date will be 25th of October. Why? Based on the posting date, actually. Since document date, posting date both are same, that is why. But still, the system is going to consider posting date itself as a baseline date, and from there 30 days is calculated. So 25th of October. Save it. We can check here after 53. If you make payment in the sense, like, let's suppose, so till today it means within 10 days. Within 10 days, right? Amount could be. So we are eligible for 5%. So here again 950 itself, or else you can give 1 also. Now, so 26, right? 26 means now. So if you make payment on F-test 53, if you make payment on 8th of October, now this is a future date. Generally, future date postings, of course, we are not supposed to make future date posting, but just for the testing purpose, I'm not going to post it. But on 8th, if you make payment, give here 8, 1 itself, and here. So now only 2% discount. You can check here. It means we have already crossed the limit of 10 days. Now it is 2%. On 8th means from 26th till 6th, only 10 days was there, guys. 6th of October. 7th onwards, the 10 days condition is finished. Now we have entered from 10 to 20 days. In the sense 11th to 20. So that is why 2% discount. Hope you guys are able to understand whatever I'm trying to say. Very simple. So now here, so in that case, 980, you have to make payment of this much. So again, you can click here, you can make it here, 980, and then you can simulate. Okay, so this is what. But again, future date posting is not going to happen, right? So that is what. Just I have shown you guys that yes. And after 20 days, from 21st till 30th, if you make any payment, or even after that also, if you make any payment, no discount is there. So what is happening, guys, here in SAP? 2 discounts we can specify, right? And in the sense maximum, how many discounts we are going to specify? So 2 discounts are possible. 2 discounts we are going to specify. And discount account is going to be triggered. It is going to be determined by SAP automatically. So for that, what we have to do? We have to set up discount GL and we are going to assign somewhere against SKA transactions. If you're able to remember, it's okay. If not, then also it's okay, because not required to be remember SKE or whatever, because anyway we are having options, or transaction code is also there. So till that level, I don't think people are going to ask these things and all. But yes, at least you should be able to remember that yes, discount GL is going to be triggered by SAP. It is going to be determined by SAP automatically. So that we have to set up and that we have to assign somewhere. If you're not able to remember transaction code, it's okay. People will consider that. There is no any problem, because multiple T codes are there. Even the interviewer is also not expecting that you should be able to remember each and every transaction code. No, not at all. With that, it's not like that you are going to be a good consultant. There are multiple T codes. Even I also don't. I'm not able to remember, even though I'm teaching for last several years and I'm having almost like 14 years of experience, isn't it? So frequently used transaction code we are able to remember, since I'm teaching also. Apart from this, my work and all, even I'm teaching also. So that is why I'm able to remember multiple T codes, because regular basis I'm using this. If you talk about my colleague, very simple transaction code, they are not able to remember. Why? The reason behind is, let's suppose one activity we have performed, let's suppose from client side we receive one requirement, right? And the same or similar requirement might be possible that we are going to receive after 1 year. Multiple requirements will be there, but one requirement we have received today, I've received today, the similar requirement maybe after 1 year if I'm going to receive. So in between, how it is possible to remember that transaction code? But simply what is happening, guys, either we will be having a configuration document, from there we are going to have a look, or else even Google is there, everybody are doing that. The only difference between you and me is, if I have to find out certain solutions, right, I can get it within 10 minutes, 15 minutes, I can get the things and all, right? I can read out all the things very quickly, and out of multiple, since multiple answers are available on Google, so out of which one is the correct, that I can analyze that this one is the correct. For you guys right now, you are just beginning, in the sense you are starting your career, you guys are just trying to work right now, isn't it? So once you guys are going to become experienced, these things are going to be developed even under you people also, don't worry. So now here, so all transaction code, of course, it is not possible to remember, right? That is why I use PPT, and everybody are using PPT. So sometimes what is happening, if I forgotten any step, I can have a look over there, right? But yes, certain basic settings are there. Those transaction codes, if you guys are able to remember those steps and T codes, then your journey is going to be pretty simple. That is what I'm saying, you people. Okay, so I'll close this session, guys. That's all in this session.